Thank you, sir. Mr. Mars has driving destinations this week. Cool places to cool off for this summer. Go for it.
And on a day like today, I would really like to go to one of these places. So one of the things you can look at, particularly up and around the hill country, Barton Springs Pool. Now, this is talking about places that you can actually go swimming, different pools around the state of Texas. So Barton Springs is located in Zilker Park in Austin. It's a 3-acre natural pool. It's fed by underground springs, stays 68 to 71 year-round, which makes it great for summer, and you can actually go in the winter. It'll feel warm at certain times. So the setting is scenic and serene, but it fills up fast on weekends, so you got to arrive a little early if you're going to go there. The other one that you can find up there is the Deep Eddy Pool. Now, this is Texas' oldest man-made swimming pool. The Deep Eddy is also spring-fed and is known for its clear, cool water and its relaxing ambience. Now, this is near downtown Austin. So it's got swimming lanes, it's got shallow end for kids, grassy areas for lounging. It was built in 1915, and it carries a nostalgic charm that attracts a quieter crowd than its neighbor over in Barton Springs.
Oh, boy.
From there, we go over to Wimberley, where we're going to find the Blue Hole. Now, the Blue Hole is a pristine swimming pool nested amongst towering cypress trees in Wimberley. It's got emerald-colored waters, iconic rope swings. The swimming hole is spring-fed and maintaining a cool 75-degree temperature. Now, its surrounded park is hiking trails, picnic lanes, and it's got lots of courts. Got to make some advanced reservations for this because they limit it to 900 people a day is all that can get in.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Now, from there, you go over to Hamilton Pool Preserve. Now, this is in Dripping Springs. Now, it's a geological wonder because it features a collapsed grotto with a 50-foot waterfall that goes into a jade-colored pool. This is in Travis County. Sometimes, because of bacteria levels, swimmers aren't allowed in, but it's still worth a visit.
Martha, I got this kind of odor to me, and I don't know exactly where it's coming
You've
from.
been in that pool again.
Yeah. And then if you're looking for something more park-like, Schlitterbahn over in New Braunfels. Now, this is the water park experience. It's consistently ranked among the best in the world, located in New Braunfels along the Comal River. It spans over 70 acres. It's got slides. It's got lazy rivers, kids areas.
Have you ever been there?
Been there once. But I was not in the water.
Did you ever go tubing down the Comal?
Yes, I did. Yep. I like that. But Schlitterbahn, I was there on a business trip, so I didn't actually get to participate in any of the activities that were there.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But didn't happen. They've got a lot of unique Texas twists there. They got lodging. That's got log cabins. It's a really nice place, and they have another one down in Galveston if you're looking for something down in there. Then from there, Krause Springs. Now, this is in Spicewood. Now, this is a family-owned operation. It's got 32 natural springs feeding into man-made and natural pools. It's a retreat. Again, it's one of the spring waters. Stays around 68 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. It's got tent and RV camping. And then if you're looking for something that's a little further west Texas, then Balmorhea State Park. Now, this is way out in West Texas, and I think there's a map going to come up here. And it's the largest spring-fed swimming pool in the state. Now, it's located in the desert, and it was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s. The 1.75-acre pool is fed by springs. It holds 3.5 million gallons of water. Now, keep in mind, that's a lot of water that ranges in temperatures from 72 to 76. But 15 million gallons of water go through that place a day. There's a lot of water going through there in the water flow. So there's some cool places that you can go and cool off during the summer.
Thank you, sir. And we'll time now for Jeff's Car Culture. Rare muscle car colors.
You betcha. And here we go. First one out of the box. Now, we've all seen these colors. You don't know what codes they are, but here we go. 1970 Plymouth Duster. We call this the Pink Panther.
Oh,
the 1970 Plymouth Duster and factory Pink Panther, paint code FM3.
Hey, everybody, look at my car.
Wondering what the code is one of the rarest, most eye-catching combinations to leave a Chrysler plant. While the Duster was designated as affordable, compact muscle car, ordering it in Pink Panther turned into a bold statement piece. The color was part of Mopar's high-impact paint lineup and officially only offered it for the short time in 1970. The next one on the block is a 70 Plymouth Cuda. Who figured? In violet, code FC7. Now, in violet, also known as what? Plum Crazy over at Dodge. It was one of Chrysler's high-impact colors, but surprisingly, a few buyers ordered it in 70 Cuda. Most stuck with the Hemi Orange or Limelight, which was the green color, leaving the purple Bruiser only to be the only one that's bold.
I think that John Hovis got one.
I believe so he does. When paired with a 426 Hemi or even a high-compression 440 in violet, gave the Cuda an unmistakable presence. That is a pretty car. I'd drive it. Next one, 70 Chevelle SS in tuxedo black, which is paint code 10. Tuxedo black sounds common, but it's rarely chosen in 70, especially on the SS Chevelle. GM's bright hues like cranberry red and phantom blue dominated the dealer lots, while fewer than 1% of the SS buyers opted for the deep formal black. When paired with an LS6 454 and a cowl induction hood, a black-on-black Chevy SS became a menacing presence. It didn't need stripes or flare to make it a paint. There you go. Next one, 69 Dodge Charger in R4 bright red with a white top. Bright red code R4 wasn't rare on its own, but paired with a white vinyl top and white interior, you got a surprisingly uncommon setup for 69. Most buyers went with black or tan contrast instead of the high contrast combo. Add a 440 Magnum or a Hemi into the equation, and you've got a Charger that's hard to miss. Next one, Michael, is a 1970 AMX. Big Bad Green is what they call this. Paint code 00. AMC's Big Bad color lineup was in-your-face marketing moved on, and a Big Bad Green was by far the boldest. Available in special order only, this radioactive shade was rarely selected by AMX buyers, with fewer than 100 cars believed to have actually left the factory in this color. The AMX, with its two-seat layout, a 390 V8, already stood apart from the pack. Painted Big Bad Green, it became a statement car in every sense of the word. That's nice. Another favorite of mine is a 66 Fairlane GT Emberglow code V. Ford's Emberglow was one of those mid-60 colors that defines sort of like a description, part copper, part bronze, part burnt orange. It was available on the 66 Fairlane GT, rarely seen on high-performance versions like the GT390. With its 335 horsepower V8 bucket seats and optional GTA automatic, the Fairlane GT had solid muscle car cred. But painted in Emberglow, it looked like a concept car that slipped through the production line. And the last one is my favorite, 70 Pontiac GTO in what? Orbit Orange, code 5.
Looks yellow.
05. Orbit Orange is hard to miss, and that's exactly why so many few buyers chose it. Available in 70 only, the screaming high-letter shade was meant to grab attention, and it did. Just not in big numbers. Combine the orange Orbit with the Judge package and the Ram Air, all that good stuff, and you've got one of the loudest, fastest, and rarest Pontiacs ever built. It was too much for most buyers, but 1970, who cares? Collectors are lining up for them today. How about that?
Very nice.
Yeah,
Love,
good stuff.
well done. All right, thank you. Time now for this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the 2025 Chevrolet Suburban. You know what that is. Built in Arlington, Texas. There is a whole list that I forgot to put down here of trim levels. We had the top of the line, four-wheel drive high country. This is considered by your government as a standard SUV. They should have put in their standard big SUV.
Biggin.
Seats including the driver, and this one that we had, 7. I think that you can get, let's see, 8. If you have a second row, that is a bench, but ours had captain's chairs for the second row.
It had 4 buckets and a bench.
Yeah, in the back. Exterior changes from last model year. This vehicle was all new, completely redesigned in 2021, refreshed for this year, 2025. By the way, it grew exponentially in 2021.
Huge.
Yeah, huge. Exterior features, big, large, house-like vehicle with refreshed front fascia, slab sides with straight lines on it. Make it big. Don't put any accoutrement on it other than some chrome here and there. Attractive big wheel design. I think this thing had 24s on it.
Wow.
Ooh. 24s. Rear hatch, very attractive. We've seen the tail lights before, and I can't remember the vehicle. It was on a truck, and I think that they've brought them back because everybody liked them. Anyway, it's good looking. What I liked, the overall look is attractive, follows its predecessors. If you have something that's successful, don't mess it up.
Yep.
What could use improvement? Nothing. Interior highlights. 2 separate screens are blended, kind of one almost on top of the other. It works very well. It's a different kind of look, and it is not the same as the GMC, and I'll tell you about that in a couple of weeks. Central air duct at the bottom of the center stack, which was kind of unusual, but they did that with the Camaro, and somehow it worked. Our High Country had 2-tone brown and black interior. It was absolutely stunningly beautiful. Seating, very comfortable. Second row captain's chairs are great. Cargo, plenty of space even with the third row up. What I liked about it, the roominess. Yeah. What could use improvement? If you want more luxe than this, check out the GMC or the Cadillac. Goes down the same assembly line in Arlington, Texas.
Nice.
3-liter Duramax turbo diesel. That turns out 305 horsepower with 495 pound-feet of torque through a 10-speed automatic transmission, 4-wheel drive. Tow rating, 7,900 pounds. So get your cabin cruiser, hook it to the back of the truck, and take it to the lake. As far as mileage is concerned, it is a diesel, and it didn't do too bad. 20 miles per gallon city, 24 highway for a combined of 22. I got 21.5 miles per gallon over 256.6 miles. What I liked about it, plenty of grunt with mileage. You remember correctly, Mars, when you had the old version of the thing with the V8 in it, 13 miles per gallon was good.
Yeah, I was happy with that, yeah.
Yeah, so they've come a long way. And that diesel, you can't even tell it's a diesel. It is super quiet. It runs no turbo lag. It runs like a real, honest-to-goodness, old-school V8. So I would suggest that if you're in the market for a big Suburban, check out that Duramax turbo diesel. All right. Ride and handling, well, the independent rear suspension makes for a smooth ride along with the air ride suspension on a Chevrolet.
Yeah.
It's an option. It's part of an option package. Get it. Whew, dreamy. What could use improvement? Nuttin', honey. Base trim price, $84,700. Now, this is the top of the line. Price is tested $92,220. So, Don, how much does it cost to get into a plain Jane, if there is such a thing, a plain Jane Suburban? $61,500.
Wow.
Well, hey, the average price across all makes and models of cars these days is $50,000.
Is that the 3-row for 61.5?
I think all the Suburbans are 3-row.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are. If you want a
It's just how you configure
2-row, you get you a Tahoe.
Okay.
Right.
Competitors: GMC Yukon XL, base $96,900, Ford Expedition Max $89,170, or the Wagoneer L. That's the long version of it. $79,535. But I don't think that Wagoneer can really compete as far as size is concerned. I assume that it's got. Have you ever driven one?
No, I've just seen them.
Yeah. Does it come with a Hemi?
No, I don't think so.
I would hope it would.
The Wagoneer?
I think it's that Hurricane 6.
Well, now it is.
Yeah.
Because we don't know, because they just said that they're going to put bring the Hemi back
In the Ram trucks.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Once you got it in the assembly area, then yeah.
I guess.
You know, I saw a blacked out Suburban this morning pass me. It's late model. It wasn't this brand new, and it was a couple of years old probably. And I thought, man, if we ever decide that we don't really want a truck, we want to go with a trailer instead, that'd be the tow vehicle to have.
Absolutely. And remember, I've had 2 Suburbans in my life. And I will tell you that the third row seat, you had to dig it out of the back, literally, because it clicked in. And
Right.
the thing weighed a gajillion pounds if you didn't want the third row. Well, we never used the third row.
No.
So we put it in a big plastic bag and put it in the attic, and I don't know how I got it up there, but somehow I did. But, yeah, we sold it. Obviously, it had the third row.
Put it in the kitchen as a little
Yeah.
seating
A
area.
little extra seating.
Yeah. Bolt it to the floor.
Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We are back.